We're ready for some football and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Young Kweku has it all teed up. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. First down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Dak throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now it's Prescott again. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Another throw for Prescott. Hits him on the in route. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Dak to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal, Dallas.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Dak now from the gun. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and goal, Davis. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is
Brandon
declined.
Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And this one does not go far.
Wandale Robinson. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Dart out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Dart's pass.
So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Screen here for Williams. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
39-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Design quarterback run here. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
The 1st down pass. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Dak to the air here. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed over the middle. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Prescott to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's picked out by the Giants. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Now it's Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They stay on the ground with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Now here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull that in front further, 13-zip. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Giants, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Things going well so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Tracy. Escapes a defender. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
20. And the Giants First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, here's Dart. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Here he goes, third and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Finds the in route complete. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott here from the gun. Taken in over the middle by Pickens. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Davis up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Roy Robertson Harris on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 14-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from 30 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is Singletary. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. He finds Slayton on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 6.
They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
New set of downs from the 37. Going play action with Dart. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Over on the toss to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10 now from the 46. A give to Tracy up the middle. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
3rd down now. Here's Darks. Setting up the screen. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
21 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Darks. He completes it in traffic. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Singletary. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try with Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
17. Giants 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tolbert now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Line up the design keeper. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway. Prescott
now on 3rd down. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they take him down right along the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 47-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. New York to the line, 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here, Tracy. And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Darts out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that brings up third down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. It's Tracy on the carry. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
First down now, ball at the 33. Robinson sent in motion left. On first down, here's Dart. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. Will muster a little down to the 30. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second down now, they need 7. A give right side to Tracy. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Back now, pressure coming. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
A first and goal pass, yeah, it can be an act of surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Complete left side to Robinson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the first half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them, The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants get it back to within 6.
Cowboys 20, Giants 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tolbert now to return it. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Complete to Ryan Floyd. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A run with Williams. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 12. George Pickens the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys bump the lead up to 13 points.
Giants 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is Singletary. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. That's Slayton. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Tracy on 1st down. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Dart setting in to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
Gain of 10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Giants, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2nd and 8.
I love that play.
10-yard line.
I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Koo able to put it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dart's going to tuck it and run. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. And a defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go with Williams on a counter. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to him. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Cowboys first down. An 8-yard
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dak throwing again. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, caught by Davis. Well, he got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Aubrey puts it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is Singletary. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to
First
test
and 10
everything
at
it
the
possibly can
42-yard
physically,
line.
but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, they're plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to within 6.
30. Giants 24.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tolbert now to return it. Things going well so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down now, ball at the 33. Dak to the air here. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And this one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Prescott to sneak it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Give to Williams from the gun. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Prescott set to pass. He set up the screen here to Lamb. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First down from the 42. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
First and 10 from the 32. From the gun is Prescott. Got a man, it's Flanoy. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Another throw for Prescott. Stepping up, and he's going to run. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, it's a run with Davis. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now off the play fake. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 12. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the...
They want to run it across! And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Cowboys 38, Giants 24.
You know, this game can be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Singletary. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. New York to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 22
They get 22 out of that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Oh, he's keeping it again. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 more yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds Hyatt. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
The tackle by DeMarvion Overshown. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Dart gonna go for it on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Draw play. This is Williams. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's good.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Right back to Williams on first down. This is ahead for about 5. Tyler Newbin with the tackle.
He's brought
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Near disaster a moment ago, but this drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Third and long for him here. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a three-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a three-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is Singletary. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Deron Bland on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a design run. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Dart setting in to throw here. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Slayton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Giants, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Dart gonna throw again. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Darts out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Darts looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Blitz coming. Here's Darts. Jump off, caught by his back. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they sent him backwards on third and goal.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Field goal attempt coming now from Younghoe Koo. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a two-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Turpin with a return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. They go with Williams on the counter. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now here's third and 5. Prescott here from the gun. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, first down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A handoff for Williams, running left. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Oh, and they're going to have their fullback trying power for it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
On the return, this is Singletary. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Dart from the pistol. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Now Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. This one's to Slayton, left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Dart. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
What are you doing? Better than this. Oh, man.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here goes Dart to the air. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Prescott. Free inside the 30. Connects on the crosser. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good for a Cowboys first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Giants 27.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or two. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, you might as well punt it.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43. Here's start now. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
6 more yards.
The Giants using their first timeout.
Giants.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
17-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
This one's caught. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Giants offense and dart looking to get 2 more here.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time, it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This finds Schoonmaker, complete. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Counter give here to Davis. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Dak off the play fake. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, Great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First call here coming from the shotgun. Darts back to throw. Now here he goes.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. One final shot here. Excellent, and he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.